Good evening. Former Bundaberg surgeon Jayant Patel has finally taken the stand to defend himself against a charge of manslaughter. The 62-year-old is accused of killing patient Mervyn Morris, who died after surgery performed by Dr Patel. Max Futcher was in court today. And Max, should this operation have gone ahead?
Well, of course, the Crown says no, Georgie, but today Jayant Patel himself said this was a necessary procedure after sitting in silence for the past 2 weeks of his trial. Today, Jayant Patel started giving evidence. He walked the court through his treatment of Mervyn Morris in Bundaberg back in 2003, starting with the diagnosis. He then gave a full account of the surgical procedure that he encountered and, of course, the post-operative care. Dr Patel does stress that considering Mr Morris's condition, this was an urgent operation.
It's the first time former Bundaberg surgeon Jayant Patel has personally told his side of the story. Today, taking the witness stand in his manslaughter trial, he was calm, articulate and focused. Asked if he remembered patient Mervyn Morris, Dr Patel said, "Some persons you just don't forget." He said he remembered Mr Morris as very pleasant and very honourable, and he never complained about anything. Dr Patel has pleaded not guilty to manslaughter after the 75-year-old died following Dr Patel removing part of his colon in 2003. Mr Morris's wife May and daughter Colleen were in the court to hear from the man accused of killing their husband and father. The pensioner was suffering a second bout of rectal bleeding when he went to Bundaberg Hospital in 2003. Dr Patel said he felt it was due to diverticulitis, and fearing a third bleed, he planned to operate. Despite the prosecution's earlier assertions Mr Morris was too weak for surgery, Dr Patel said he thought Mr Morris was generally fairly healthy. His defence barrister Ken Fleming told the court it was the surgeon's belief that surgically it was necessary and Mervyn Morris was fit to undergo surgery. He said doctors' opinions can differ and sometimes, despite the best efforts of a surgical team, patients unfortunately die.
Now, obviously, the evidence so far has been given under questioning by his own defence barrister. We're still to hear from the Crown and their cross-examination. That's expected to get underway tomorrow when they'll try and pick holes in his story and his judgment in Bundaberg back in 2003.
Thank you, Max Futcher at the Supreme Court.